if you're an everyday kind of average golfer, you're down in the South and you're golfing a lot and you're not too good, you're not too bad, you want to learn how to become better, hitting a draw will help you become a better golfer. Hitting a draw is one of the most important things you can learn to do on a golf course. So, this is an example of a hole. Your tee box is down here and your hole's over here. This is when your draw comes in handy, because you can just hit a ball that comes from the right side and ends up right in this area. You completely avoid all your water and your woods and trees and whatever's over here. And being able to control ball flight makes the course a lot easier. It gains distance, makes you a better golfer in general. So this is a very bad drawing, but this is an example of your hands. This is as a righty. So this will be your top hand holding onto the golf club below this. When you're setting up to hit something like a draw, these knuckles right here should be showing. You should have 1 to 2, and you can even argue the third knuckle down here should be seen. That means your hands are set up in a good spot, and they're able to be, you can get the club face where it needs to be and hit the ball how you want to hit it. So this is a very important step, to have at least 2 knuckles seen on your lead hand. So for a lefty, it'll be reversed. This hand will be on top, and then you're going to see 2 knuckles to 3 knuckles right around here. This is all as coming from a right-handed golfer. So when you're swinging, obviously it's different for every club. So with a driver, this is how a righty would set up. Club facing, you're aiming a little bit to the right, and then your body is set up a little bit to the right. So your left foot is going to be slightly in front of your right foot, and then it's going to allow you to, aim your body a little bit to the right. And that motion with the driver allows you to, curve around and hit the ball. And for an iron, similar setup, feet slightly off center, the left foot's a little bit in front of the right foot, but the ball gets moved back a little bit. But you're still aimed out to the right, your body's still turned that way. It allows you to get on the outside. So when I'm saying, get on the outside, this may draw a little bit of confusions for people, but when you're hitting the draw, the best way for me to describe it is if you're standing where one is, and you put it in baseball terms, you want to imagine you're hitting the ball out here. You want to imagine you're hitting it this way. Coming from in to out means you're going to swing here, and it's going to go like that. That's the easiest way to describe in to out. It gets confusing, but when somebody says swinging in to outwards, you want to swing outwards. Imagine it in baseball terms, swinging out and hitting a ball towards the right field. And since golf is a game of inches, there's plenty of different things. So you can have a good swing path, so you swung into out, but you left the face open a little bit. Your ball is going to just kind of go to the right instead of coming from the right and going to the left. And if your face is closed and the swing path is, it's a good swing path, the ball is going to snap to the left, like way more than it should. And then if you have a good swing path, but the path is a little open, but the club face is good, you're going to have a draw still, but it's going to draw a little bit more than you want. And, there's plenty of different drills for this. So you can take any piece of wood, a stick or something, anything related to it, and you're going to stand there, and to get that feeling, you're going to swing, and you're going to bring the club underneath the stick and swing outwards, like this, following this line right here, because that right there is going to allow you to, get on the outside of the ball, similar to this, and you're going to swing and hit the outside of it, and it's going to allow you to curve the ball back in from the left side to the right side. So this is probably the easiest way for a person to, learn to hit a draw.